Hi guys, I'm back with part 2 of how to avoid being in the wrong relationship. Is he the right one for you? Okay, so investment. I'm talking about a guy that actually invests in you. And what I mean by that, it could be anything from time, anything from experience, knowledge, any form of investment where you can actually say, yes, you've gained this from that person. After a period of time, after 3 months, 6 months, can you sit back and actually, confidently say you've gained this from that person? You've gained that knowledge, you've gained this experience, you've gained this, understanding or something. You should be gaining something from every relationship or any guy that you encounter and who's trying to pursue you. What are we gaining from this person? Next point. I'm talking about users now. A guy that wants to finesse. A person that wants to use you. I'm talking about anything from... Everyone knows how it feels, or at least what it is to use somebody. Lend me money, give me money. You can even be using you physically, your body, And sometimes I feel that we need to also get it right as well. In terms of even like the whole financial situation, you can't buy a man. And when I say you can't buy a man to keep him. We have to be very cautious of that whole money situation when it comes to a man, or trying to buy his love and buy his attention. If a man loves you and wants you, he will be around regardless of what you have to offer. After all, we are who we are without, the materials, without, whatever it is that comes with us. It's in here, that's who we are, lies inside of us. So be very careful about finances with a guy. Drop all of that. And if you feel like you need to test yourself in that area, if you find yourself being someone who buys a man, and for that reason he's obviously using you, then stop buying. Just cut it out and see how available he is to you at that point. Do you understand? Don't always be the giver. Also, give and take at the same time. A relationship is about give and take. It's not just about giving. And also it's not just about taking. So yeah, next point. What are you talking about? And I do mean like when you're by yourselves, it's just you two. What is the conversation like? What is the quality of the conversation like? Or rather, are you even talking? You might even both be just on your phone the whole time. What are you talking about? Because when you're in a crowd of people and you're together, it might be completely different. You might get along like a house on fire, but when it's just you two by yourself, what is the quality of that conversation? Time is so essential. You can't say you want to be with a man, and when you sit down with him, you're sitting down for 5 hours, there's nothing to talk about. You have nothing. There's no interest of anything together. You're just looking at each other and it's just so dead. Nah, not cute. All right, cheaters. Do I even need to discuss this? Like, literally. I feel like that's a major sign. If someone is cheating on you, leave. I don't understand. Don't waste your time. Like, if someone's trying to pursue you and you already found out they're a cheater, what are you still standing there for? What are you waiting around for? You have no this is what I'm saying. We have to look at ourselves as, women of value. Somebody else that is willing to be so faithful to you. You're sticking around for a guy because of the sake of love, and he's just cheating. Nah, I'm not going to even touch on that subject. I just want everyone to reflect on that situation and make your decision from there. Okay. A person that isn't on your level. And what I mean by on your level is, I'm talking about intellectually, I'm talking about how he, I guess, views life. I'm not talking about necessarily who's smarter. No, not that. I'm talking about how does he see life? What is his opinion on things? The way I would like to put it is like, let's say you're on about an 8 up here and he's on about a 3, and you guys come together. It's gonna take some time for him to get up to an 8. So I'm saying, if you're on about 8, get a guy that's on about, let's say, 7 or even higher than you. You might need to learn some things too, but it's just going to be very difficult for you to meet a guy that's not on your level. When you're talking about the world, you're talking about different things, you know, what book have you read, what this, what that, and they just don't have a clue. All they want to talk about is, you know, the latest, what's trending on Twitter. That's fine in some circumstances, but at the same time, I'm just saying, try to get someone who's on your level, someone that you can reason with, someone that, you know, there's deeper meaning and you can have some insight on some, I don't know, topics of the world or whatever. Yeah. And the last one is disrespect. Disrespect is just disrespect, anything from calling you out of your name, swearing at you, calling you fat, skinny, anything, you know, that is not really reflecting who you are as a person. And I don't care, even if you are a slim person, or even if you are a bigger person, the fact that someone's opening their mouth to abuse you about what could be your truth is still not acceptable. Do you understand? If they're trying to inflict that on you in a negative way, it's still not acceptable. This is not someone who you should consider you settling down with. And actually, you could be a victim of domestic violence. And as you all know, domestic violence is not just physical, it could be verbally, it could even be financially. It's a lot of ways that you could be a victim of that type of abuse. So be very careful. And if you do find that you're a person that is in this situation, and, you know, seek for help. If you do feel like, yeah, I'm a person that, yeah, I am actually suffering from, you know, some sort of abuse, seek for help. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. If you don't want to do that, go to a counsellor or something along those lines. You know, we have one life to live, and relationships are so important, you know, and especially, I guess, a relationship with a partner, someone who you want to build with or something like that. You should be getting the best out of that relationship. You shouldn't really be looking at another relationship and thinking, oh, I wish I had that. You know, everyone has their own situation, but we should all be receiving the best of it. So, thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you did enjoy it. Of course, if you have anything to add, or if you want to discuss anything that I've spoken about, please put them in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.